I figured I'd hike up through this brushy stuff. And I damn near stepped on that. That's pretty awesome. That's the best find of the day so far. Sweet. Guess this time shoot up a little bit. Sick. Pretty happy with that. All right, guys. I'll get back to you. It is raining out here. I was dumping just a few minutes ago, but kind of spotty, so I figured I'd come anyways and see what I could find. Guys say that the antlers shine in the rain, so I figured I'd try it out. And literally just as I turned this camera on just now, I just spotted, I got like 3 elk antlers right here. Unreal. I had no idea when I turned this on that they were here. Literally within 20 yards, I got 3 antlers sitting here. Got 2 down here. 2 spikers, looks like one from last year, one from this year. And then I got one right up there. The bleached out one right up top. So awesome, that was a good start. I've been through here, but I've never really touched this particular path, so it just goes to show you. Take a different line, even if it's 20 yards down the hill, you'll find different stuff. Just picked up those 2 spikes. Looks like they're probably both from last year. And this one's almost guaranteed to be from last year. It's pretty bleached too. Yeah, little 3-point. I'll look around this little hillside a little bit and see if there's any more. So there's those 3. That one on the right's a little bit cracked for sure, so that one's been here a few years. And I've been through this hillside a few times and picked up lots of muley stuff, but man, they can hide good on you. Right on, I'll throw these in the pack and try to find some more. Oh, I got number 4 here. Looks like a mule deer antler. Looks like a fresh one this year too. I'd say it's this year. It's probably just had some snow and some rain on it, so looks a little weathered with the moisture. But man, for the hillside that I've been on 3 or 4 times already and just not taking the middle, doing pretty good, off to a good start with 4 already. And I just basically was traversing through here to go to a different valley. So keep that in mind when you're looking on hillsides and valleys that you've already been in. Move over a few yards, guys. Trying to focus on these south-facing ridge tops that blow off sooner than everything else. And there's always lots of beds right on the south-facing side, and I pick up quite a few antlers right up on top. So I thought I'd try this one, and I already got one. There's a few beds here. It's a pretty classic spot, so keep looking around through here and check these beds. So this is just an idea where I start my search if I'm going in blind. First off, I look for south-facing slopes. They get the sun, they get the wind. The bucks like to have that open ground in the wintertime. I find the majority of my antlers there, so look there first. If you find antlers there, then I just move into the timber to the north. That's where they find the shelter in the storms, and they also like to eat a lot of the smaller, younger Douglas fir growth in the wintertime. That's what they find for browse, so that's a good place to start. Well, I just came off that bedding area and picked this guy up. And you can see behind me, I got a north-facing edge with lots of mature growth and very, very, very little underbrush. And I find those to be pretty productive spots too. Kind of just come up over the hump here, and I already got one sitting here. So I'll weave my way through this and see what we can find down in here and This is a spot I don't typically come to, so I might have to start looking in here a little bit more. Another older chewed up one, but I will take it. But if you can kind of see what I'm talking about, there is little to no undergrowth. Actually, look at this. There's another one right there. Old mossy covered one. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. There's very, very little undergrowth. I got all this mature Douglas fir in here, which the deer love to eat Douglas fir in the wintertime. That's one of their main food sources. So if you find these spots with little undergrowth, take a look around because you're bound to find something. I'm gonna walk through this because to be honest, I probably haven't covered this for years in here. So I'll take a look around through here and work my way through now that the snow is all melted out, and hopefully we find a few. And that's what I came up with. There's antlers in there. They're pretty old, but always good to walk through those spots if you see them because they're pretty classic. And if they're close to a edge of a south-facing hill on a ridge top, then check it out. There's been deer there likely. Just back in there. Man, I don't know why I don't check this place. Guess I will from now on. Well, I'm still working that same ridge line in that timber and just hit a spot. I don't know if you guys can see the antlers that are up against that log. Right there, there's a set. It looks real old, but I'll flip it around and show you. And then, probably can't see that one, but there's two tines sticking up over a log down there. But I'll turn around, film these here. Right here. Pretty old set sitting right there. And then right there. Looks like a decent one. So yeah, it pays to kind of go back and forth and zigzag through this stuff. I don't even know if these are from the same buck. Look like they're from different deer. Still in half decent shape. Awesome, let's go pick up that other one. Yes, and this one's a fresh one for sure. Sweet. It's a nice deer. It's got a quite big brow for a mule deer. Awesome. Nice to find some fresh ones in here, that's for sure. But yeah, that's three in a span of 15 yards again. And I'll search in here hard. There's bound to be some more. I'll get back to you. Got a little bull right here. Still packing both sides. Had a little bit of a dry spell for about 45 minutes. Checking this timber. It seemed to kind of dry up a bit, but I got a little one down here. Right down in there, just a little guy. Getting closer here, and it looks like my little one turned into a match set. Those are probably from last year, I'm thinking. Good, I think I'm up to about 17, 18 now, and it's midday, so this could turn out to be a good one. Well, I just picked up that little set and I decided to come up to the top of the ridge again and just cover the timber on the other side. Because I've seen a lot of sign. And I looked down the hill and there's one sitting right here. Right in there. Might even be a little fresh one by the looks of it. Could be a fresh one, could be last year's. Tough to tell in the timber sometimes because they don't get too sun bleached. So I worked my way through the timber to the end of the valley, and now I'm just gonna work my way along the edge of this meadow on the south facing side. There's a lot to look at. Thinking if there's some in the timber there's gotta be some out here. So just as I stopped to scan down this gully by this brush, looks like I have a match set laying right on the bush line there. Right in there. I'll zoom in closer. Right in there. Not sure how big it is yet, but we'll go find out. Definitely the nice muley antlers of the day. That's pretty awesome to find a fresh set side by side. So here's this fresh set I picked up, side by side. Definitely the nicest mule deer antlers I've found today. Not a huge set, but it's pretty nice. I like that it's not chewed up at all yet. I'm pretty sure it's from this year. Looks like it's got a little bit of moisture, some snow probably, and some rain now, but not chewed up, so that's nice. All right, let's keep at her. I've been trying to get to this valley and check some timber in another spot, but I've been finding lots of antlers elsewhere, so I'm not gonna leave antlers to find antlers. Dead deer here, but there's also a little tiny shed sitting here. Just a little guy, but I'll still throw that on the pack. It's not cracked or anything. Tiny little deadhead down there. Here's something kind of neat as I'm walking through here. These two bottles are laying on the ground. Those have been sitting there a while. Well, imagine this has been sitting here since 1955. Since somebody stopped and had some lunch and drank a pop. Finally got another one. Man, I've been walking for about an hour and a half without finding anything. There you got one right there. Nice fresh one. There had to be something back in here somewhere, but I just haven't found the spot yet. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Another one sitting here. That one's probably from last year. shoot a little bit. There we go. That's the biggest deadhead I've found so far this year. Nothing crazy. Well, there's the day, guys. Thanks for coming along. I think I ended the day with about 20, 25. Had that nice 6-point elk antler is probably about the find of the day. That nice match of mule deer sheds. Thanks for coming along. If you guys like my videos, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Happy trails.